Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video I'm going to be going over the 5 things that I love about the 2022 Jeep Grand Cherokee 4XE. As always, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get right into it. The first thing has to do with the new styling. So this might be a controversial thing to love about the new Grand Cherokee in general, but I really like the new exterior styling on the Grand Cherokee. I think this looks so much better than the previous generation. Like, they've just definitely taken it up to a whole new level. First thing that I love is the hood design. It's really simplistic, right? Flat in the center, and then it kind of slants down on either side, and from a driver perspective you can really tell where the edges of the vehicle are, which I really appreciate. But again, it just has this clean, sleek, pretty simplistic design. Still has Jeep's signature front grille, which I think always looks great, and then the new headlight design. Now these blue tow hooks, I'm still not sure how to feel about those, but overall, minus the blue tow hooks, I think it looks really cool. And then coming to the side here with these 18-inch wheels and these all-terrain tires, again, it kind of has a cool look. If you guys are wondering why it's dusty, it's because I just got back from off-roading. The off-road review is on the main channel if you want to see that. But yeah, just the proportions on it are great. I definitely do prefer the Grand Cherokee proportions compared to the Grand Cherokee L. And yeah, I just think they did a really good job with styling this. The taillights, they look really sleek, how they connect into that black bar there in the center. And so yeah, overall, it's just a really good looking vehicle on the outside. Now the number 2 thing has to deal with the interior. So good, it's opened up. First off, I think that again, they have taken the Grand Cherokee to a whole new level with the interior. Just look at all of the material use. Now this is the Overland package. This isn't even the highest end interior package you can get, but still beautiful. We've got these really nice leather seats here. And again, it's just such a big improvement compared to the previous generation Grand Cherokee. This really does look and feel like a full-blown luxury vehicle now, just because of the material use. Like, even look, you got nice stuff here on the switchgear on the side. This has massaging seats. We'll get into that in just a moment, but notice the dash, right? It's got leather trim all over it, and just the design here that they've gone for. Digital gauge cluster. Look how nicely integrated the infotainment system is. Really nice material use with the dial down here. You got the second screen there off to the side. Just, yeah, the design and the material use is just top notch. And again, you guys gotta remember, this is a Jeep. It's not even technically a luxury brand, but it definitely feels like a luxury car on the inside, and that's why I like it. Now the number 3 thing has to pertain to the powertrains. I suppose this is the part in the video where we pop the hood of the Grand Cherokee. So, here we go. This one, again, is the 4XE, which is the most premium powertrain technically for the vehicle, at least from a price point perspective. It's a turbocharged 2-liter 4-cylinder paired to a hybrid system. It's good for 375 horsepower, 470 pound-feet of torque. You can also get a 3.6-liter V6, which is good for about 290 horsepower, 260 pound-feet of torque. You can also get a 5.7-liter Hemi V8, which is good for like 360 horsepower and then 390 pound-feet of torque. And so they literally have a powertrain for everyone. If you want the most modern, techie, good fuel economy hybrid powertrain, they got it. If you want a simplistic, good fuel economy, not crazy powerful V6, they got it. If you want a powerful 5.7 Hemi that's, kind of like an old school brute of an engine, they have that for you too. And so this is one of the few modern SUVs where they literally have an engine for everyone. And I don't know, I really appreciate that. Now, number 4 has to pertain to the features. Now this right here is my favorite feature, is these tow hooks. No, I'm just kidding. They're kind of a little bit ugly, but it's in the name of 4XE, I suppose. Anyways, first off, all the windows are automatic. That's a feature I like. Power folding mirrors, that's another feature I like. Massaging seats. Sound system is fantastic as well. The seats are heated and cooled, tons of adjustment on them. And then, we kind of already talked about the interior. Shut up, radio. But full digital gauge cluster, that's something that I always appreciate. The adaptive cruise control system on this is fantastic. You basically just lightly hold your hand on the steering wheel and it steers for you. And it's just a really nice system where driving this is just very comfortable. And then we have air suspension. That's another nice feature to have. You've got all the different drive modes. And again, I just like to feel that shifter. Notice we have 4-wheel low and hill descent control. And we'll kind of talk about that a little bit more when we talk about another point that I really like about this. Another nice feature is if I pop it in reverse, we have this full 360 camera system. Now I have the door open, that's why that section is blacked out. But yeah, really solid camera system. And when you're on the trails, they also have a trail camera as well, which is really cool with the tread marks here. And you can obviously do the whole clean camera thing that every car journalist ever has to do. Now there's a droplet on it. But anyways, tons of stuff. And also notice here, we've got more safety tech like the lane departure assistance. This is cool with the 4xe. We've got the regeneration. Again, screen on the side. I think it's a little bit gimmicky, but it's cool. Camera mirror, panoramic sunroof. Like, this literally has everything that you could want in a car from a feature perspective. I should probably turn this off. So yeah, blind spot monitoring too. Like, it's loaded up. So yeah, I think they did a great job. Now, number 5 has to pertain to the capability. Now, if you guys want to get a real sense of the capability of the new Grand Cherokee Overland with the off-road group, go watch my off-road review on the main channel. But this thing is amazingly capable, both on-road and off-road. So first off, again, we got to talk about the blue tow hooks, but I mean, that obviously does help out if you get stuck or if someone else gets stuck. On top of that, we've got skid plates underneath with the off-road group, which you can't really see, but trust me, they're there. And then we have these all-season, all-terrain tires, so they're great for driving in all 4 seasons. And they're 18-inch wheels, so we actually have a little bit of sidewall. The air suspension gives you tons of ride comfort on-road, and it gives you 11.3 inches of ground clearance off-road, which is just awesome. This is a plug-in hybrid, and so you can drive on full electric range, which is great, and you can charge it, and so then you don't have to use any gas on your day-to-day commute. And then on top of the capabilities, I kind of already showed you guys earlier, we have this cool drive mode select. So basically what I found is that snow mode is almost useless. Sorry, Jeep engineers, but it cuts power so much, and it, yeah, just doesn't, I can't imagine that helping you get out of snow. I feel like people would use sand and mud and snow if they're in snow. But anyways, the sand and mud and the rock mode off-road are amazing. And then you got a sport mode, right? And with the air suspension, the modes will adjust the air suspension up or down. You got hill descent control, you've got 4-wheel low, a lot of tech for, you know, what is essentially a quote-unquote mommy mall crawler. Like, this is in a segment of SUVs where people don't usually do all the crazy stuff that this can do. And so, I don't know, I like that. I like the idea of a vehicle that is way more capable than what people are going to use it for. And so that means in regular day-to-day situations, you're never going to have an issue. Like, you're not going to have to worry about getting stuck in the snow with this. You're not going to have to worry about anything, basically. And so, yeah, I think they nailed it. Also, the 4-wheel drive system on this, again, go watch my off-road review. It is ridiculous. Like, this is a unibody, independent front and rear suspension vehicle, and the stuff that I was able to crawl up and over should not be possible in this type of vehicle. Like, it just mind-blowing. That's going to sum things up for our video on the 5 things that I love about the 2022 Jeep Grand Cherokee Overland with the 4xe powertrain. I'll see all of you in the next video.